Video test. Okay, sounds good. How's everyone doing today? Let's see who all's in chat. Gibbs, I see you spammed a bunch of Lobby earlier. Steele, Dan, Tim, Mac, Sora, Robert, August, Apophis, Jay, Ken. How's it going? Sora, thank you for the T3 sub over on Twitch. Very much appreciated. Is Age of Discovery considered one of the best arcs? I don't know. I don't really remember much about it. I don't know if I've even ever actually played through the entire thing, to be perfectly honest. Some of these newer, more recent story arcs, they came out at a time where I was not as engaged with the game, and I just wasn't really that interested. Harris, how's it going? Cap, okay. Dan, thank you for the bits over on Twitch. Very much appreciated. Terrible, Mac. That is incredibly toxic. You're going to get yourself canceled for comments like that. So, like I was saying earlier with the we're on the Discord, after I do the story stuff, I do have 2 boxes to open on stream live. Involves astronauts on some kind of Star Trek? Oh no. So yeah, as you guys know, with my update that I put out the other day, I've got a funding goal going for a PlayStation 5 and also some stream upgrades. That entire endeavor has ended up being a bit more than I initially intended. Oh no, terrible Mac. I had to pull the trigger on a streaming, like a secondary PC that's specifically going to be for basically is like a streaming PC, but also for, I'm going to use it as like a rendering server and also for Plex. So I wanted to initially use my X99 system, which I just use as like my NAS. It's under my desk, but I've had some issues with that, and just getting something separate dedicated to that task of being a streaming PC is just the best route for me to go. Gonna be one of those streams. Terrible. Alan, how's it going? Those boxes. Are you sure the dolls should be shown on YouTube? Terrible, Mac. Okay, so getting to the first objective of this stream here today, I am going to be going through and doing the Age of Discovery story arc on that alternate account, which you guys have me running Beam Overload on an engineer. There's a 25% key flash sale. Nice. Alan, thank you for the 50. Very much appreciated. Let me get that updated. Can I confirm that this weekend is also the upgrade weekend? Again, Alan, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Mac is feisty today? Fisty? Oh no. Do I have any Phoenix upgrades here? Of course I don't. Do I have... Hold on. Yeah, it's supposed to be an upgrade event right now. And as some of you have probably seen, there's also going to be a Red Alert event starting up here next week. I'm just going to use a rare for now, just see if it's giving me twice the stuff. Yeah, I mean the Phoenix is giving double right now, so yeah, upgrade event is active. With the key flash sale, could it be gambling time? I know I have a reputation for gambling a lot in the game, But I don't do it with real money. I generally try to avoid gambling with real money. That's something I am not super fond of. Scuba, yes, I did. Thank you, thank you. I thought didn't it pop up on the last stream? I mean, it says right now that you're still Prime, I believe. Dan, thank you. Very much appreciated. Dark, how's it going? Um, the thing to keep in mind is, to see this, they've talked about a fog extender, but they've talked about it recently. When, the way Cryptic always was the, things that they were talking about now were things that were going to happen, several months from now. So even if they are actually talking about a fall extender, don't expect it near term. The earliest something that they've talked about in the first half of the year, would be added to the game would be at the very end of the year. Is it possible to side with the Romulan Star Empire instead of the Republic? No. Mac, no problem. Glad to help. Your videos are very, very useful for people looking to see what the Vanity Shields look like. I would not have the patience to go through and do that for all those ships. Johnny, how's it going? And thank you also for helping with the stream upgrade there. Let me get Dan's added in here. Up, I see a ping on Discord. Yeah. I see it right there. Yeah, the 25% key flash sale was just announced on PC, along with the keyring bundle for the next 48 hours. There's going to be another news video coming out later today because I have other things to talk about. It's a 2-week-long Red Alert event coming next week on PC as well. Yeah. Okay. Alan with another 50? Man, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Billy. And Alan, it was nice meeting you IRL, man. Now we wait for the announcement of the Mud Bundle sale. Johnny with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Let me get that added in here. I really appreciate it, guys. I guess a spoiler, something related to that funding goal is in a box behind me and will be opened up at the end of the stream after I do the story playthrough. Triangle raid incoming? Oh no. Lazy boy, how's it going? Dan, thank you for the bits. Very much appreciated. Puncture repair kit? Oh no. Mike, thank you for the casual membership. Will my PS gamer tag be CasualSAB? It should be. Yeah, it should be. I mean, I made the PlayStation account the Sony account the other day. I have not started the PlayStation yet. Does anyone know what level the Romulan tutorial ends? It should be driver. I think it's when you pick a faction. Pick what faction you want to align to. Steel, thank you. Dan, how many bits was that? 70. I think we're at like right there. I appreciate it, guys. You picked Fed and no, you did make the character after the recruitment event had started, right? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the reason the funding goal is so high is because I had to pull the trigger on a streaming PC as well. Thankfully I have a lot of excess parts lying around, but I still had to buy some stuff. Doing it at midnight of the day, the 13th at 1 a.m. So you started it, yeah, you had to do it. It started at like 8. Let me find the exact time for you. Yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific time on the 13th. You're heading to Japan for 2 weeks starting Tuesday, so red alert event happening. That's good. Won't miss anything too big. Yeah. Get to the choppa. I know there's a lot of people that are going to be happy to see me over there. I've also heard from a lot of Xbox people that want to see me over on Xbox as well at some point. We'll have to see how timing goes. And like I said, I'm not opposed to eventually grabbing an Xbox to do that. But yeah. Get to the choppa. Thank you for the 20. Very much appreciated. Well, y'all have fun now. Gotta clean the garage out. Driver, I'm sorry. I I feel bad for you there. That's a rough one. Yeah, if I go for an Xbox, it would just have to be a couple. It'd be a couple months in the future. Like I don't want to overwhelm myself trying to dive in and start on two other platforms, at the exact same time. It's already going to be a bit of a time commitment getting the PlayStation account built up. It would be nice if the game was cross-platform. I agree. That would make things a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to get started here with the story missions, and the first here is the plausibility of the possible. I don't think I've ever played this mission before. I don't think I've done any of this arc before, to be honest. The story side of Stowe isn't really my primary focus. My primary focus is generally on more of the systems, flying ships around, playing around with the mechanics. Um, the story stuff, it's not my primary focus. Dan, again, thank you for the 1 British pound. Much appreciated. I already did vault. I already did vault. Okay. Here we go. KDF, yeah, I mean, KDF's pretty dead on PC, so I can only imagine I'd have to go Fed, which is unfortunate because I think the KDF side's better, personally. And with another British pound, much appreciated. Can't stand the social zones on KDF. Gotcha. Again, Dan, thank you, Alan. Again, huge thanks there. I can't English today. Johnny, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate all of the support there. The vault mission, yeah, most people dislike it.
This is the USS Cicada. Switch to frequency 228.7 to adjust for ion storm interference.
Hi, Sora.
This is the Shinano. Advise keeping shields up. Cloaked Klingon vessels are still testing our defenses. Let's do this quickly. Don't want our shields down for long.
Lowering shields now. We are ready to receive supplies. Engineering has confirmed.
This is Commander L. The captain has requested.
Drozana is just disgusting. Apart from the crying, the naming of the computer in Disco was terrible. That's terrible, Mac. How could you say that? And as some of you saw too, Strange New Worlds is coming back up in the next month or two. Looking forward to that. RP stream at Drozana when? Wow.
Nice to finally meet you face to face. I'm Captain Gabriel Lorca. Welcome to the Baran. This is my first officer, Commander Ellen Landry.
Sorry to hear about Captain Schaefer. He was one of our best.
Agreed. A damn fine captain. Though from what we've heard about what happened at Corvan, his ship's in good hands. Ah, and my somewhat tardy Chief of Security, Amna Patel.
Apologies, Captain. Welcome aboard. We appreciate the assistance.
Engineering's this way, if you'll follow me.
Indeed. Is it loud
Took
enough?
you so long.
You try booking a reception hall during prime wedding season. I'm lucky to be alive.
My warrior. Braver than 100 Klingons.
Kapla!
We better catch up.
Before the captain throws us in the brig with the Klingons.
Okay, hopefully that's louder for you then.
We've been mopping up here after our scrap with the Klingons.
The Klingons did not surrender Pryor's world lightly.
Cleaning up the planet-based missile launchers was satisfying. The Baran is currently holding some Klingon prisoners of war.
Yeah, let me know if that's loud
Prisoners
enough.
we planned to deliver to a secure location before we ran into a snag.
Welcome
Lieutenant
aboard.
Kerwin,
Somehow the
I
cleaning
have
up
someone I'd
excellent.
like you to meet.
Okay, looks like the virus is out of the sensors. Let's turn them on.
This is on PC right now. I don't have my setup for console ready yet. The earliest possible like stream date for me that I'll have the console ready would be next Saturday.
Wait, what? The virus came back when the sensors came up. Let's try again. What the? We just lost port deflectors!
Bridge to Captain. Klingon vessels decloaking.
Yes, DC, you around?
Lorca to bridge. I'm on my way.
Captain, internal sensors
Nice,
show
BD.
multiple Klingon transporter signals in your vicinity.
All hands, repel boarders.
Yeah, my first like console gameplay experience is going to be streamed. Like don't worry about that. Like I'm going to stream me setting it all up. The strike trait, Mac. I mean, personally, that's what I'm probably going to use my event campaign box on, is to get the strike on
Lorca, no.
my Fed
Chief,
side.
get us to the armory.
On it.
Stanky Boy, I have not yet. I mean, it would make
Captain,
sense for me
sick bay. We
to
have
do
wounded
that.
on deck 17.
We're on
Take
our
one of
way,
these.
Captain.
Bridge to Captain.
Lorca to bridge.
Okay. Yeah, the Disco ship interiors are great there, indeed. It's going to be my first actual hands-on experience with the console also in over a decade. The last console I had was an Xbox 360, and I think I sold that around 2011, 2012, and part of the part of the reason I sold it was to buy a better GPU, which then enabled me to you know, really get into Stowe. Get to the chopper. Thank you for the 10. Much appreciated.
Cover me. Patel, give me a hand with this.
There's no time. Captain, you need to go.
That's not how we operate, Commander. We don't leave people behind. It's clear. Help her.
Marked her chief. That would be an expanded funding goal. But I'm not
Thought I
opposed to
lost you
doing that as well.
Fortunately, the captain had other ideas.
Nice shop back there. Glad you had our backs.
Bridger, how's it
We
going?
need to move. Can you stay out?
Marked her chief.
I'll manage. It's not as bad as it looks.
Mac, thank you for the 1 British pound. Let me like both of those. There we go. Spencer's going to do his market manipulation there. Oh no.
Shuttle bay access is locked, and the hangar doors are starting to open.
It's that
What's
damn
my
thing
price?
on
I
virus
don't know
again.
yet.
Bridge, this is the captain. Prepare the tractor beam, in case we fail.
So I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. There was a secondary motive to me picking up a PS5, which probably isn't very surprising. Bridger, thank you for the 20 gifted. I appreciate it. How's it going, man?
Damn, it's even in the door systems. I'll handle this. Bam! Got it!
Yeah, trolling Triz. Oh no. Yeah, someone send me an NJ over there.
Preparing to depart the Baran. Prepare for our
It may or may not have to
Not
do with the
today.
game releasing
Not on
next
my
year.
ship.
change of plans. Kill their captain. Then we leave.
Yeah,
You'll have to get
I
to
might
me
pick up a
first.
little bit of Zen, but I'm not going to go too crazy. I mean, my main focus is still going to be my PC account. I'm going to message.
Lorca to Bridge. The prisoners are secure.
I'm
Give me a
going to
status
send a
report.
message to Suna and see if there's any like
Sir, the
old
Klingon
codes
vessels
that
just went
she
under
has laying
cloak.
around.
They'll
that
be back.
They, that deck of cryptic
Count
wood
on
might
it.
send my way for the project. Okay, I think that's everything here.
I think. All right.
Unfortunately,
These
not NB.
Klingons wanted to ride in a shuttle. Load them up.
My team
Yeah,
is
that's
excellent.
true as well. Like, playing the game free to play is much more accessible on console, but the interface for doing that sort of grinding is much more difficult. So the alternative motive, yeah, I mean, honestly, being able to go in with an NJ over on PlayStation to troll Triz would be quite funny, to be honest. But no, it's more of GTA 6. What a surprise! Yeah, the Lamar's a good-looking ship.
Good. You may.
All ships, decloak.
Like, the issue is, you know, GTA 6 is going to be on console probably like a year or two before PC. You know, you guys know how Rockstar does things. They give it to console a couple years before they give it to
This is
PC.
the Shinano.
And
We are under heavy fire and need assistance.
I want to be able to play it, you know, right when it drops, you know, like a year from now.
Moran to Cicada. Move to support the Shinano.
Acknowledge, Baran. Maneuvering
And to be
support
honest,
position.
digging up some of my old PS2 games recently
You
made
fight
me a little
well,
bit
Staff.
nostalgic.
The wreck of your vessel
for PlayStation.
will make a fine memorial.
Terrible, I know.
Try to split us up.
Like wolves trying to break up a herd of buffalo. All ships circle the wagons. Watch out for each other, and we'll get through this.
And be terrible.
Good Starfleet. The harder you fight. Ready to
The broadside console off the Corolla is so great.
Nice work. I don't I'd like to. Oh,
My team is on board.
Go play Civ 2 on PS1. I haven't heard of that one, but I think that's because nobody I know uses that console anymore. We all tried it like when the World Razor came out, and then we're like, yeah, this isn't really that amazing, and then we just never ran it again. He's gonna live stream Sonic. Oh no. Cheops.
We've arrived at the core. Very much so.
Really? I've never heard of that.
ship is under attack.
Do I think we'll get a story event after the Red Alert? I mean, it would be around that time frame typically, but we have seen them do things a little bit later this year compared to others.
If you please. It's about Warden Vosker. I've served my
Scuba, thank you for the resub there. And Dan, thank you for the bits.
my team has
I need to hit the correct
My team has
button here, which is apparently difficult right now. Yeah, Chiaps, unfortunately that's an issue with all of our ISPs. Yeah, exactly. Stasis Void, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. But yeah, Mark to Chief. I mean, that would be like a stretch goal, I think. That would be covering more of the cost of the this entire endeavor, but I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, get to the chopper, just remind me at the end. Oh no, Chiaps.
Welcome to facility
Only took 28 minutes to appear.
as in
Are you finished? What? Johnson, give me a status report.
Wrapping it up now, sir. Medical scans and contraband search all came back in the green.
I appreciate it. There's a bunch of people excited to see me over there.
Fine.
I've gotten like
Nice
invites
for you.
to like a dozen different fleets so far.
I'm not sure leaving the prisoners here with him is wise, Commander.
What are you hens clucking about back there?
I think the very first thing I'm
wondering
gonna
what you
do
have in mind
over
for our
on
prisoners,
console
Henry.
is get a temporal
the
recruit set up
Admiralty
while
has
that event is
authorized
still running over there.
Johnson here. Operation reports a malfunction in primary systems and recommends a reboot.
Johnson,
Get to the chopper. I
contact
mean, honestly, to with the
Keep an eye on
NJ,
things until I'm finished.
that's part of the same Muds bundle, the Dread Through the Ages that has the Deep Harem ship,
Oscar
the
Engineering.
Atlas on account-wide unlock.
The bridge to isolation is acting up.
So if you want that on
Fix
multiple
it.
characters, or you
Now.
want the other faction variants of that ship as well, it
Fine.
might be worth going for
Now
the
deal
Muds
with these
bundle instead.
malfunctions.
It's expensive, but
Understood, sir.
I mean,
Wait.
that way you're getting the ship as a reclaimable
Sir, the
account-wide
primary
unlock.
deflector grid just went offline.
Look out! Klingons! Johnson, initiate full lockdown. Get those
Yeah,
shields
it's
back
going
up
to be get
now.
the temporal recruit character taken advantage of.
Johnson?
You know, the actual
Johnson.
endgame character I'm going to do is going to, of course, be a
Damn, we've
Romulan,
lost
because
comms.
Romulan is going to have the easiest
Coming for you.
way
Are you ready? All right.
to
get
like
this over with.
getting set up for endgame.
Nice. Same to you, Haribach.
But I'll wait for the Delta recruit to make that.
Come on.
I mean, I would say to be patient.
Work,
You know,
damn it.
Problem, Hadrian?
I can't get the
ads
bridge
are
to
crazy
extend.
today. They
We
should
need to
the
think about
ads are not supposed to go off that often. They should be like once every 24 to 30 minutes.
We need to get out of here right now.
I think, yeah, consoles had one in the past couple of months, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Let
It's
me help you.
Timu Gowron.
Hurry!
Oh
We
no.
don't have time for this. Let him fall. He's just a Klingon.
We are Starfleet. Since you've obviously forgotten, that is not how we operate.
Whatever. Let's get moving. Haribach.
It's not uncommon for reclaimable items that are in boxes to let you reclaim them multiple times, but then you can only actually have one of them open at a time. That's fairly common in the game. You've had no ads? Also, the reason my event campaign video is not out yet is because as I was working on it last night, I was unhappy with the direction I was going with some parts of it, and I decided to expand the scope of it because I was just natively expanding the scope of it as I was going. So instead of being just a guide about completion, it's more of just a general, like, overall guide for the event campaign. When's it going to be out? Soon? I don't want to say an exact date because every time I do,
right over
that screws
here,
things up.
And he's gonna be here a very long time.
The Marauder, it'd be bound to your character.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. Akar will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm gonna...
Ha! You were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had the time to end you.
I know,
like
terrible.
I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, surely true.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've never played through this.
Well, I get the shields back online.
I know I should be paying more attention to it. It's just,
Help him while we hold them off.
Yes, Commander.
the story side of Stowe is not my
Get over
main
here,
driving
cover me.
factor, you know, for engaging with the game. I need to be in the right, like, mindset to really focus on it, and I'm just... Right now, this is more for the entertainment for you guys.
Ah, those disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots. I can't get this done if they keep shooting.
You came so close to saying, I just don't care, and then you went full diplomat / politician. That's what I'm here for. Engineers are really good at ground, by the way. Terrible chips. Maybe it's your computer. You just gotta stop playing on that laptop.
Can't get this done if they keep shooting me.
Your Pentium 2 is just fine. Oh, I know. I've got still on my laptop and it handles it fine. I'm just joking. When did Cheops get an upgrade? Oh, we're done. Good.
I don't. Cap. Fort maybe.
Says Fisher Price at the top.
You.
Still will run on a 46. As long as you don't open a menu. Yeah. I don't know, Josh.
Jaula to Tavip and Hatch. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Ling, Toshvip! Liblom Jam!
Broadside console off the crawler is going to tear all
Captain,
these
One
enemies
of
a
the
new one.
Klingon.
Oh, they turned our turrets against us. Oh, we gotta sit here for 5 minutes and it's gonna, like, all these things are gonna die super fast. That's stupid. Yeah, the cutscenes around here, yeah, are much more modern, so they're definitely a bit better. Time gates are fun. Yeah, this was like the Discovery era in Stowe was right around when they were really pushing time gates, and it's just like I look at all this time gated content and like I just never want to replay most of it because it's just like this is just boring.
Yes, we did it. The defense satellites are back on our side.
Okay, good. Taking all those enemies out progressed it.
We've lost the advantage here. All ships with
I just have like some random polaron beams on right now. Nothing special. These are just polarons, random Mark 12. Polaron
Good
just
news,
happened to have
Captain.
been a cheap budget
Kerwin
option.
here.
Captain,
The phasers you saw was the crawler console. I used one of the T6 coupons I got free on this account for that. Yeah.
I have reviewed your performance in the tactical
Let's grab another one of those pulse waves for a bridge officer. And the next story mission now is Impossibility of Reason.
The data acquired from the Prior's World tactical.
Is it right next to me? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, George, I'm going to cover that, the key sale, and a few other updates in a news video later today. Because, yeah, the Red Alert event's going to be starting up. The Epic and the Zen sale, you know, that Zen sale ends in, what, 3.5 days? So you guys want to take advantage of it, then make sure to do so sooner rather than later. Epic also has, like, their big mega sale going on right now. So you can get a bunch of, you know, other games at pretty good discounts, plus the 20% cash back. Make sure to use code CasualSAB, of course. But yeah. Lots of good deals.
You did the...
Looks like we picked up some more Klingon attention.
Nice.
This is the Baran. Our shields are buckling.
Discord is
Incoming
terrible.
hails from the Baran.
Rip.
We're losing essential ship systems. Now would be a good time.
What? The warp core! Someone's triggered the self-destruct. Oh! Oh my god! Baran! She's gone.
I don't know how I feel about the effects on that explosion.
Shields failing.
Avrod?
This can't be happening.
One singular escape pod? That's rough.
Sick bay's reporting. I understand, Captain. The ion storm.
Nice, Josh. Navy man, it's the story arc I'm on. Gotta get through them all, right? DJ, how's it going? Yeah, I know. And then, of course, the one and only Terran Gambit. That story arc, like, from the, like, just
We'll reach the edge of the
the
storm
experience of playing it on the
Don't spare the
system
horses,
side.
Commander. I've had a
They're
lot
rough.
of days better than this one.
soon. Enemy vessel on sensors. They're targeting us.
Take evasive action.
They're firing to disable.
They want us alive.
Shields are gone.
I don't think I ever played this
Failing.
mission,
Get us on the
Dan, so
ground, Commander.
Crash positions. Brace for impact.
weird effect right there. Yeah, CJ, I know. It's the same giveaway they did last winter. I'm gonna be
Any
doing
landing you
a
can
news
walk away
video
from, huh?
after the stream.
Damn.
I'm glad you're...
I'm reading some caves. Hey,
They may...
Really good looking map here though for Stone.
Should we worry about leaving tracks that the Klingons can follow?
You know, as you get into these later arcs, the quality of
See
everything
those ice formations?
massively
Temperatures get high enough
gets
to
better.
thaw, then refreeze.
So
It's
the
just a
snow
lot
will
of that early
probably melt
content
enough
that
to
looks
lose
a
our
bit
tracks in the next few hours.
a bit rough. Some of those early
Right,
story
and
arcs.
if it stays cold and humid, we'll get more snow anyway.
Good news.
Wait.
Now we just have to worry
Kerwin
about finding our way out of here.
Bridger, thank you for the 50 euros. Much appreciated. I'll get that updated here as soon as I get through this little section. Again, Bridger, thank you. Look. I think it's a good way for me to expand coverage, and it's a way for me to, you know, play some other games.
We got your widget, Kerwin. Never mind the beast.
Math here. 326. Yep, there we go. Thank you again, Bridger, for that. Much appreciated. I still really like that the big picture you put up the other day of the Daedalus class right there. That's awesome. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think your mindset is not ready for games with decent server performance. Rough. Yeah, this map looks really cool. Am I going just like the completely wrong way here? Yeah, I have to go back the way I just was, and then it goes down there. Okay. The issue, I'm about to make some people really mad here. The issue with SWTOR is that I don't care about Star Wars.
Fumarole.
I have not done a video recently, but I am planning on a video. It's just that I've been a little busy and just haven't had time to get around to it. Lightsaber. Okay, so walking into that just will straight up kill you. Terrible. No! No, it puts you all the way back. Oh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've liked some of the Star Wars media put out over the years. I really thought Rogue One was really good. Rogue One. That's a good looking movie. That's why you usually do not walk into the red templates. Look. I'm enjoying this map so much, I decided I wanted to walk through it again. I wanted to re-experience it, okay? Otis, how's it going?
Hey, you see that? Over by the rocks?
Yeah, I think it's another piece of the shuttle.
What are these marks in the
Red's
ice?
danger? I didn't know
Tracks
that.
of some kind?
I thought red was good.
It's big, whatever it is. Let's not wait to find out more.
Never thought I'd be happy. Looks.
Yeah, red means go, exactly. Yeah, this looks really good compared to, you know, the earlier content in the game.
Captain Lorca's life signs
Oh no. Back to Chief.
Nice. That'll be warm and cozy for a while.
Listen, that way you check in on the rest of the team. They need to stay motivated.
I'm damn right.
Ah, well...
It's not luck.
Doing the rounds, eh? Doing the rounds. Good point. Losing the Baran was hard. You know, I don't have much left, but I am ready to fight for it. For them. My people from the Baran, they're my family. Starfleet, they give us tools and training, sure.
Red is blue if you're going fast enough.
But the most important thing that they give us is each other.
It was a traumatic event. I don't know what you want me to say there.
That should be enough. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Big monster! Very big! I'm pretty sure I know what made those marks in the ice now. We better hope none of those come to visit the cave.
People with feelings not in my media. I mean, it really doesn't bother me.
I'm home.
Oh, good. Wait till you see what I've done with the cave.
What you got?
Sealing up.
I should...
Where do I put the explosive charges? Oh, right here. Duh.
Looks like you agree.
Hold.
Agreed. Here's the plan. Let's take position by the fumaroles and make the Klingons come to us.
Nice, Josh.
Remember, the Klingons can be beaten. Meet them with strength. Seize every opportunity. Give no quarter. Fight hard and fight to win.
Checkle Masters! They're hunting us!
We should get to high ground and try to hide. Catch them in the rough terrain.
Yeah, I've heard about the Mastiffs on
Get
DS9 over on
behind cover.
console.
They'll be here any second. Everyone in position?
Ready.
Affirmative.
I see them.
Wait for my signal. Let's give him hell.
Keep up the pressure.
Sora, you can, like, that doesn't, you can go over the cap nowadays. Like, you don't have to worry about the EC disappearing. It just, the items you sell that would put you over 2 billion just go into your mail. Like, the EC is just sent to your mailbox.
Keep firing. Hold the line.
Yeah, that was changed a while back.
That was close. You alright?
Get down.
Running dual type 7s is fine. That's just more debuff. Ideally, if you can space them out to have them, you know, applying their debuff at different times, that'd be great. But even still, like, you know, 2 bays of them is what I would generally do.
Kerwin's down!
I mean, I don't know why we need to fall back. We you know, we just
They're
took
holding
out...
in on our signal. Head toward the cave before they
This
flank
is on
us.
PC right now. I'm targeting
Keep
next
moving.
Saturday for the
We'll
first
dig out on the
console stream.
hillside by the rocks.
Unfortunately, so I talked about this earlier in the stream, but
Fall back.
there
Fall
were
back
some
to the cave.
complications with my setup,
let the
and I
grease
had to
Lord
spend a
go.
bit
Won't last
more
long out here.
than I
Sam, I'll
intended to get all this going for the console streams. That's part of why the funding goal is as high as it is.
Which one of you wants to die first?
Basically, that funding goal is covering 2/3 of the overall cost, because I in the process of doing this, you know, I did some upgrades to the setup, but I had to pick up
I give you a warrior's death.
or I'm needing to set up a like a stream
better than
PC
they will
that's separate from my main. So that's why it's also taking a bit of time, because not everything I need to get this going is going to be here until early to mid next week.
Since you're back,
But the stream PC is going to have some secondary benefits as well. I'm going to set it up to be like just where all my video renders happen. Because from what I understand, DaVinci Resolve lets you do that over the network. And it's also going to be just used for like Plex as well.
House Mokai.
I'm on PC right now.
Kill you.
Oh, am I about to die? Oh no. I just got slammed.
Millions died on our raid. But your captain is, how do you say it?
Yeah, the console stream will happen next week.
Ah, my troops will deal with you. Golly, choke!
Yeah, I might have to start including that in the stream titles, you know, to indicate if it's on PC or console.
They smell blood. They won't stop now.
I think it's time we use those explosives, Chief.
Do it. Seal off the entrance. Damn.
I know that look. What's wrong?
Kerwin had it.
What?
Kerwin had the remote detonator.
Make another one then.
No parts. We used everything we had.
Give me options, Commander.
Yeah, running a little short on those, Captain.
Can we shoot it to set it off?
No way. You'll just fry the whole package.
Yeah. It's going to be a temporal to take
Something
advantage
with a
of
tricorder
the event.
Maybe? I don't know.
What the hell?
What are you doing? Come back.
This is the only way. Has to be done manually.
Wait! No! No, you can't.
I love you, Ellen.
Always.
Always.
Martinez.
Amna, where are you? Can you hear me? Amna?
Landry!
Amna, tell me where
Wait, Jeffrey,
you
I
are!
have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Please. Come back.
Commander! We need to get moving.
No, I'm not leaving without her.
She's gone, Commander. On your feet, soldier. Do not let her sacrifice be in vain.
Got it. Wow, our phasers are really powerful. And this map looks good.
Damn. It'll take... Dead end. Give me options, people.
Photon grenades. We're breaking through.
Klingons don't give up the chase easily.
Let them come. I'll take as many of them with me as I can.
Lorca here?
Captain Lorca, thought we'd lost you.
Not from lack of trying. My people and I need immediate extraction.
Ask and ye shall receive, Captain. Ready to leave when you are.
Charlie, how's it going?
Personal log. Commander Ellen Landry. She's been gone for months. And every day I'm reminded of her. I even have her job now.
It's both, Kelly.
Chief of Security. I took it to honor her. To continue her work.
Zora, there's a key sale.
To keep people safe. The captain's recovered from his injuries, mostly. His eyes don't handle the light very well. But like me, he forges on. This war, the Klingons, they've taken so much from us both. For me,
Mark, I know.
for the captain, only duty remains.
Long-range sensors are picking up Klingon raiders in this sector. Ready for a little payback?
Always.
It's both, Kelly. Both events are running simultaneously.
You performed admirably under extreme conditions.
Next up is Secrets.
A name thought...
Charlie. People who became your sugar daddies? Oh no.
Glad you were in the area. Some Klingons just appeared out of nowhere. Our
Unfortunately,
tractor
CJ, I don't have that
offline.
installed anymore. That was part
Actually,
of the NVIDIA broadcast suite, and I haven't had an NVIDIA GPU since like August of 23. I've been on an AMD 7900 XTX since my 3090 had initially died.
Nice. Sensor pod beta is online again.
Yeah, that's double, because
Okay.
normally they're 5.
Sensor pod alpha is back online. Starfleet Command, this is Delta Volana Station. We're under attack.
Ship is under attack.
They're
lost locate shift. We're in big trouble.
Wheel dance for Zen? Oh no. Wrong button. It was creepy. Always having the eyes just stare directly into the camera. Yeah. You missed that, CJ?
This is Kensington.
Have I tried running the game in Linux? No.
This is the Glen. Heard you could use some help.
I mean, I know that there are people playing Stow on PC that are, using Linux. There's people doing it on the Steam Deck for sure, and I know Proton and all that has made that much more accessible in the past couple of years.
Shields buckling. Losing main power.
Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Kraus is here or listening right now, but Kraus, I'm pretty sure, plays the game right on PC, parsing it on PC, I think, or on Linux. Everything I just said, replace PC with Linux.
Thanks.
Okay, now we gotta clear the Klingons out of the ship. Oh, a little bit of server lag right there. Let's get Necrop 1 up. Yeah, that's the one limitation right now. So if you play anything with like easy anti-cheat, Battle Eye, those sorts of games are gonna have issues on Xbox or on Linux. I can't. I'm just gonna mix up platforms every time I talk. Just can't say Linux. That's the hope of the Linux community. I saw a really big one for Linux recently was PewDiePie. I saw did something with Arch.
Like the cat.
Yeah.
Engineering control is transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow. Power flow is diverted. Input the new power-up sequence next. Nice work. Main power is back online.
Recommend a chlorine-based cleaner when cleaning out Klingons? Oh no. I'm trying to remember if I ever actually had a Nintendo console. I guess growing up briefly, like a Super Nintendo, but I didn't really play it too much. My first console that I really played a ton was the PlayStation 2. That's also part of why I decided to go with the PS5 instead of Xbox. because, you know, just a bit nostalgic for it, and there's some older PS2 titles that I want to play over there, and I know for GTA 6 that the PlayStation 5 is going to have a bit more capability, because you guys know I didn't just go for the base model. Well, that's the thing too, Stanky Boy, is Xbox Game Pass is a thing, and I play STO. I've got a Windows gaming machine with access to the Xbox Game Pass.
Not sure how she...
And most of those exclusives, like, I could just play them right here. Like, I don't need...
Most impressive stuff.
I don't need to get an Xbox to play those titles. With PlayStation, I'm going to be able to play things that I wouldn't be able to play on my PC.
To my house and the Empire.
Wait, what? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field.
Martinus, yes. I mean, I do have 2 computers in this room that are technically, you know, running some variation of Linux right now. One is my Steam Deck. The other is my NAS, which is on TrueNAS Core right now. I've been having a really difficult time, though. I want to upgrade that to TrueNAS Scale. And I just, for whatever reason, I can't get...
Wait, she's
I can't, like,
field?
get the install to progress past selecting that I want to install TrueNAS Scale. I've tried with multiple flash drives, different ports. Like, I don't know what it is, but that computer's been having issues letting me install other OSs. That's part of the reason too why I just, like, I need to separate. I've got my NAS, which is just going to be focused on being a file server, and then I'm going to have my streaming PC, which I can also use for rendering, and also I can just let that handle Plex. I'm going to take the A380 out of my NAS and just slap it into the stream PC. Played on an Atari? Oh no.
Looks like
Thank you, boy. Yeah, I remember that. Dude, Stu, he's commented on this a few times. He says he's just mad that the video wasn't over 8 minutes, because on YouTube, your video will make substantially less if it's under 8 minutes. I mentioned this on a recent news video, but like for a news video, for me, if it's under 8 minutes, it's gonna make like a third to a half of what it would have made if it was over 8 minutes. So Stu is very much kicking himself for not making that one longer, especially because it's like 200k views or something, I think.
Do you hear that? Engineering, emergency transport of the specimen to containment. You okay? Come on, let's go.
Also, I should have asked this earlier on, but is the way I've got the stream set up right now, where I've got the chat covering most of the left side, like, is that disruptive to you know, seeing the content I'm doing? Like, I know someone's gonna watch this afterwards and probably add some feedback as well, saying they probably don't like it or what, but I just want to know what people actually think. Yeah, 96 viewers. That's actually the story streams have been performing substantially worse than other streams. Like even if I just do like a general Q&A where I don't actually do anything, it is still substantially worse if I do story. Like last week, I basically just did just a random just chatting stream, and it was twice the view count. I'm doing content. It's a bit much in my opinion. I'm not going to be able to change it for this stream, but I'll just have to figure out what to do for future streams.
Klingon reinforcements are warping in. Hate to play.
The funding goal's probably a bit excessive, isn't it? Let's make that smaller. Have the message fade out after a set time? Yeah, I think that's in the options for me to do. Yeah, it's still something I'm trying to figure out. You know, it's a new chat system and all that, so just bear with me there. Oh, one of them... F-Dog, thank you for the 25. I don't know how long ago that just came in, but let me get that put in there. F-Dog, again, thank you for the 25 tip. Much appreciated.
Get ready to be happy. If the shuttle's in... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm realizing my stream setup is still like I need to get some of my overlay stuff back on because some of this isn't popping up. If I wouldn't have had Stream Elements open on my left monitor, I wouldn't have seen that that donation. I gotta change that. I don't know how long ago that was. I feel bad I didn't respond to it immediately.
Stroll's plan. This.
One more story mission. Okay, so next up is gonna be Downfall. This is the final mission in this story arc. Oh, it's the same location. Nice. Nice and easy. Perhaps, yeah. Put yourself above the in-game chat and then replace the in-game chat with stream. That's what I used to do. Do I still have that set up anywhere? It's not showing the correct chat. So yeah, that's how it used to be set up. See here. The desk. Yeah, so we're just gonna go with we'll just keep with this one today, but I definitely feel like I need to change things, and based on the feedback, it sounds like you guys agree. Yeah, Frozen Night, how's it going?
One more.
Four missions are bugged. Oof. I gotta actually rescue crews here. Intriguing, how's it going?
Vancouver here. You're all clear.
The only upside of the bigger chat is I can read the Twitch comments. So part of my thought too initially, especially because console isn't
The
at,
Churchill has been evacuated.
you know, console isn't actually at like 1080p, is I could just have the game be a bit smaller. Dan, thank you for the £2. Much appreciated. Let me get them added in here. Yeah, this is a character I made for this challenge.
Cardiff evac complete.
I made it almost a year ago. It's taken me a bit of time to get through the entire story arc, because I'm doing it exclusively on streams, and
Macedonia reporting.
there's other streams that I have to do.
We owe you one.
Nice work.
Well, thankfully, the Delta thing you can go back through and do, and you don't have to redo the entire mission to grab it. You just get up into the point in the mission where the piece is, grab it, and then, you know, leave the mission. Yeah, I'll be doing an updated news video here in a couple hours to go over the Epic stuff and some other related news. But yeah, the idea of the chat being big as it is meant to help you guys follow what's happening in the other chats. I definitely feel that there's room for adjustment.
Surely you didn't think we'd let you seize all the glory here. And you. My chief engineer isn't too happy right now, but we made it in one piece.
We came as soon as we could. Wish it were under better circumstances. Ticonderoga's ready for battle. We've got your back.
This is the gold Nagus that they gave us last year. CJ, thank you for stopping by. Have fun. 80s Cop Simulator.
You're doing good work out there. The person.
Remember the.
We know how they.
Klingon attack ships on sensors. Fire at will.
Yeah. Okay.
We're taking heavy damage here, Captain. They're targeting the civilian habitat areas. Stop them!
Oh.
Captains, we'll read.
Oops. Got myself stuck. No. Oh, terrible. I'm stuck inside the hitbox of the station.
The Decatur is underway. Keep the Klingons distracted.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. There we go.
Attention all hands. The Andor has launched. Good luck.
The ISB's fault, remember?
All ships, the Lafayette is underway. Keep those Klingons busy.
Yeah, jellyfish here would be OP.
The Roosevelt is on her way. Hold on just a little longer, people. Just a few stragglers left. Deal with them.
Yeah, there's a double table. Terrible Mac. Yeah, full bank and exchange. It's a nice interior.
Heads up. Looks like the Klingon flagship. Sounds...
I see you still draw breath, Starfleet. This pleases me. I'm going to enjoy breaking you.
You need to stop the Lucara, now!
They let me be there, and a fool, just like my brother.
We'll help Starbase 1. You deal with the Lucara.
Get you! Yay, pitchy pitch!
Shields are down. All hands, repel orders. I repeat, all hands.
Yeah, you can use the Ferengi interior on every ship.
What?
Indeed.
Fascinating. As dangerous as Ja'ula was in her time, I suspect she will be even more so in ours.
There we go. The story arc is done. That was a very quick story arc. So the next time I do a story stream, this is probably going to be broken into 2 parts. I know some of these are just like patrols, right? So, I don't remember exactly how long the Jula's Discovery arc takes, but if I recall, people say it's one of the longer ones. William, the Ferengi interior, it gives you access to Dabo, exchange, bank. The mail doesn't matter nowadays because you can do mail from anywhere. You don't ever have to go to a mail console anymore, but the bank and exchange on the ship interior is really good. And of course the Dabo. And a Ferengi Trader Doff, yeah. So that's another story arc done. bit of an anticlimactic ending there, but it just leads into the next arc. While I'm still in Stowe, I had a request earlier. Is Get Out of the Choppa still here? I had a request earlier to show the Enterprise J with the full Borg 3-piece set on it, the visuals of that. Actually, I should have them on a different character here. Hold on. Save the Galaxy, yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the console streams perform. The story streams definitely are not the most popular. Yeah, Triz's favorite chip. Okay, so the Borg 3-piece set. Yeah, simulated I should have here. Yeah, so part of that is the console. Part of that's, capture card, the lighting upgrade I've done. But I've also had to I'm also needing to get a dedicated streaming PC set up with all this. I've got a bunch of parts I can thankfully use, but there's still a few little odds and ends I need to just get that all put together. So here is the Enterprise J with the full assimilated set as requested earlier by Get to the Choppa. The J is just stupid. Terrible. Trysanders is such a big fan of this ship. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time for unboxing. So give me a minute and I'm going to get this all set up. Oh, my other monitor turned off. Hold on. How could you? I'm telling Triz, he'll be devastated. I know. Yeah, this mouse pad, I really like it. Or desk mat. I apparently forgot to go to display settings and make it so that monitor is actually enabled. That would help. Now everything has just flashed black. Yes, keep the changes. Oh, that just scattered everything. That's fine for the moment. Let me get the microphone swapped over. Is that a Terran knife? No. So the first box here. What a surprise. I did cut this open earlier. I do need to grab the invoice out of it so you guys don't see my address, but this arrived earlier today. The tape this is the first one I've got where the tape is not actually like properly attached here. That's yeah, that's a first. I mean, that just came off perfectly clean, so I'll take that. Check my DM. Terrible Mac. Oh, if I can get it open, there we go. It would help if I had the light on too, wouldn't it? I've got a light right next to the camera, or surrounding the camera. I just have to remember to turn it on, and let's set the brightness down a little bit because it is fairly bright. I just got a notification on my phone for the 25. I think that's from F-Dog before, so thank you for that. Sorry again for not seeing it right away. So, of course, you've got booklet in here, same as the other models, and this just goes over info about the ship. Hopefully this is visible enough for those of you looking at this. Goes over, you know, history about the ship, some of the alternative designs, things like that. I'm leaving each of the pages up long enough that if someone wanted to look at these closer up in the video, they should be able to. Lazy bugger using an app to activate the dimmer switch. Terrible. Yeah, there were lots of design ideas for how to go about the Titan here. I mean, hopefully that was readable enough for those that want to pause the VOD later to look at this stuff, you know, in more detail. The Titan was part of the game Star Trek Online from the beginning. After its appearance on Lower Decks, the Stowe team were inspired to give the model an upgrade. This is the version that was then passed on to the Star Trek Picard VFX team. That's nice. It's always good to see Stowe referenced in more places Star Trek. Good. The model is not broken from what I can see. That's always good to see at these things. So good size on this. You know, these are like comparable to the medium size Eagle Moss models, so around like 7 to 8 inches. So you've got pretty good detail here. Some foam that likes to stick to the ships. Really good detail with the nacelles there. Yeah, really good detail everywhere here. Really good paint job. Hopefully the camera is focusing well enough. I see it auto-focusing a ton. So let's flip this over. There's a side shot of the ship. And yeah, this is translucent material for the nacelles. This is from Fanhome's subscription. They do sell these ships individually also. This one should be available to purchase on its own sometime in, I think, June. Looks like a micro machine in Spencer's hands. Terrible. Yeah, so here it is, head on. Do I have any of the Super XL ships? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling some too. I'll be selling some of my ship models in the next couple of months. And of course, in the box you get the stand for it. Now, the other box is too big. So I'm going to cut it open and place the contents on the table here. So give me a minute. This is the big one. I can't even fit it all on the camera right now. But yeah, that and the fan home thing both arrived earlier this morning. That knife is a bit excessive for doing a little bit of tape. It's fine. I mean, that's like the most reasonable knife that I have nearby. I mean, you want me to grab like my multi-tool or something and use the knife on that? So, why did I go with a PS5 Pro? Because I want to play GTA 6 on it. My alternative reasoning for going for the Pro is because I eventually want to play GTA 6 on it, because GTA 6 is going to be on console, a year plus before PC. And I have some older PS2 titles I'm looking forward to actually playing on console again. Yes. That lighting ring does not seem to be helping right now. Let me see if lighting's better with that off. Yeah, okay, so that lighting ring actually made the lighting worse. Terrible. Guessing the machete is just out of reach. Yeah, Mackie, absolutely. So but can it run Doom? Yes, it can. I mean, that would be nice if it does make Stowe look even better over there, yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me go back to the other setup, so give me a minute. Dan, thank you for the bits. Okay, just a moment. Just cable issues. Oh. There we go. I'm not really that big into knives, so I can't tell you. I've got a Leatherman that I, just daily carry, and this is some random multi-tool that I got for like $15 off Amazon a while back. Yeah, Choppa, here's your Enterprise J with the assimilated bits. Lex, yeah, Lex knife in Stowe is really good. Yeah, Lex throwing knives. Yep. Terrible. So yeah, console stream next week, and I'll try to adjust things, you know, based on some of the feedback here. Again, my streaming setup's gonna be, you know, very similar to how I would stream on PC. Like I'm gonna be having it set up where, you know, I'm just running OBS through my desktop for it. And Dan, thank you for the bits again. I do appreciate that. No private ISCs on console. They can't change their private difficulty. That's terrible. Terrible. Very, very terrible. Give it to the bridge officers, the new gun? Yeah. Let's display back to... That's why I'm like, why can't I change the FPS? There it goes. Ups pistol is great fun. Yeah. There's a lot of fun ground weapons. What capture card is best that can be used with the laptop? You'd want to go with a USB-based capture card. I believe both Elgato and AverMedia both have... It depends on what resolution you're wanting to capture at. You know, if you're just wanting to do like a 1080p capture, you can do it pretty cheap. If you're wanting to do like 4K capture and then 4K pass-through, it's going to be a bit more expensive. When they changed the language in the tooltip, how did energy weapons work change too? Yeah, the first to fire, from what I remember, doesn't use energy. Yeah. John, you could probably find a cheaper capture card for that. Get to the Choppa, thank you for the T1 sub, much appreciated. But for just 1080p, like capture and pass through, then you can find some relatively cheap capture cards. Yeah, I believe so, Vindictive. I haven't looked at that in a while, but I'm pretty sure that still functions the exact same. So yeah, next week, the first console stream. My first live experience with console. And we're going to see how it goes. It is just a shame, and I'm going to go grab these quick. That stream is going to be fun. It is a shame. You know, part of the reason I went PS5 is because I grew up with the PS2. Later on, like in my high school years, I picked up middle school to high school. I picked up an Xbox 360, did a lot of multiplayer on that, a lot of Call of Duty. But there's just something nostalgic for me with the PlayStation. It is a shame I can't play some of my older Star Trek games over there. You know, I was digging through boxes recently, and this was also a driving factor to me, you know, being like, yeah, I'll probably go PlayStation for this. It is a shame, though, I can't play these over on the PS5, from what I'm aware. I mean, Elite Force doesn't matter. I've got that on PC. I can play that and 2 on PC, no issue. But, you know, got Shared Universe here, Conquest. Like, it's a shame some of my older PS2 games I can't just put in that system and play. Because I still have, I think, like 20 PS2 games I found in a box that just haven't been played in like 15 years. Yeah, I've seen that there's some games on like PlayStation Plus where they've got like a classic catalog. Time Splitters I saw on there too. Time Splitters, that was especially Future Perfect. I had a ton of fun with that game back in the day. But yeah, I am going to be wrapping things up here just because I need to go get that news video done for that epic giveaway and the sale that just started, the key sale. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has chipped in on the funding goal today. You're going to see that, you know, on a few future streams probably. You know, and that's covering part of the cost of the console. Then there's also the capture card. I got one that is 4K capable, but the downside is it's a PCIe slotted one, so that is a limitation. And that also leads into why I'm needing to also just long term. It's a good move to get just a dedicated, separate like stream PC setup. That's all what this funding goal is helping towards. Yes, I know the story streams here don't have as large of an audience. I know that they're not everyone's favorite. I've seen some of the feedback in chat about chat being, you know, too much of the screen. So I'll try to figure something out there. That explains the motherboard and processor. Yeah, that Intel deal is too good to pass up. The one I posted in Discord, yeah. That's going to be stream PC, also rendering and Plex. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to go record that news video now. I will see you guys around. Let me see quick, though. I should see. Is there anyone to raid over on Twitch? Yeah, Aries is over there, so I'll just drop the link in chat. The raid last week messed up, so if you guys want to go over to him, head on over. But yeah, I'm going to end things here. I will see you guys around.